Hey guys, so I'm sitting here in my car, actually working, and I got the idea to do live, video vlogs. And one of the things that I have a lot of is time. So I like to spend a lot of time working on my business. Sorry, I have a mint in my mouth. That's what it is. I spend a lot of time working on my business, writing my book, and my day job is a part-time job. I work at Domino's just to make supplemental income. And I recently made an investment to start a podcast. And I think the podcast is going to be truly amazing. But what I'm really trying to do is build an audience that I can hopefully leverage so I can get bigger names on the show. So instead of inviting some famous person, be like, hey man, I have no followers and no viewers on my podcast. I'd love for you to be on it. It's not going to work too well. So if I deliver some awesome content to you guys, kind of like a video blog, a vlog about my thoughts and my experiences and my journey, and deliver, real-time content in that way, I think that'd be an amazing way to start building an audience to leverage the blog that the podcast that I'm building. So I'm going to start doing these. I'm going to upload them to YouTube and onto the Social Academy for Women Facebook page. I'm really excited about this. Hey guys, it's pretty late. It's about 11:45 Eastern Standard Time right now. But I wanted to continue from my last segment where I basically kind of introduced what this is. Yeah, I kind of want to tell you about my day actually. For those of you that don't know, I used to have an addiction to instant gratification, which was a massive problem for somebody who had ambition, but next to no drive. I didn't know how to achieve drive. I was satisfied playing video games, watching TV, you name it. And so when I had started my venture to start my business early on, it was definitely a struggle for me because the amount of effort, the amount of fears that you have to overcome, putting yourself on camera, doing interviews with millionaires, is a really scary and intimidating thing. Trying to film something on your phone for the first time and understanding camera work, it's massively overwhelming. Or at least it was until I just kept doing it with the help of my mentor by the name of Adam Lyons. Love you, Adam. Thank you. You're the reason for everything I've got going on. So just a shout out there. But anyway, I've started a new routine of habits, and they've worked out pretty amazing for me to reach next level of performance. One of which is every day before I go to bed, I create a to-do list of things I need to do the next day. And a lot of times they're mundane things that I'm going to do anyway, just to build the routine habit of looking at my to-do list and checking it off. Because every time I get to put a little check mark next to something, my brain releases dopamine and I feel good about it. Dopamine is the reward chemical that your brain releases when you do something good. And so one of them is make coffee. And I like drinking coffee, but I'm gonna put it in there. Take a shower, do hygiene, whatever, make breakfast, and then I start putting things in that are actually going to affect my day. Yoga. I stopped going to the gym because of a back injury, so I'm doing yoga as of late. Meditates on there, and then business things, right? Write an article for my blog, do a live video for the Social Academy for Women Facebook group. Currently taking a 6-month certification course for the Core 100 Tony Robbins program. So that's an amazing thing that I got going on. I'm really excited about that, as well as now I'm about to start a podcast for the very first time. And so I got a lot of things that I'm learning, as well as things that I'm trying to accomplish at the same time. And it's almost overwhelming. I say that very specifically. In the Core 100 Robbins-Madanes Training, we have weekly phone calls with fellow students, and we basically kind of coach each other. And one of the students, she was like, hey, I'm completely new to this whole coaching thing. She's like, but the amount of information in this is absolutely insane. It's overwhelming. And I was like, yeah, I definitely relate to how you're feeling, but I would challenge you to kind of think of it as almost overwhelming. Because if we look at just basic NLP, our vocabulary shapes our reality far more than our reality shapes our vocabulary. In other words, we have control of how we experience things just by putting a label on it. So by saying something's overwhelming, you're more likely to feel stressed in association to that thing. If, however, you say it's almost overwhelming, but I'm incredibly blessed and excited about how much more this is going to impact my ability to impact others and how much more I'm going to learn and have at my disposal, then I can look at it from a much more passionate perspective just by changing the vocabulary of it. So those are things I've been practicing a lot lately. To-do lists, watching what I think, watching what I say, to alter my experience in a much more positive way, and just really recreating myself in a lot of ways to push myself to the next level of achievement. And it's working really well. What I've found is that it's helped me redefine my past experiences as well. As someone who, looked for instant gratification in just about everything, I am not a born entrepreneur. This is all stuff I have to learn, and you kind of get to go on this journey with me, so that's the cool thing about it. I'm really excited to be doing more of these, and I will keep you updated on some of the trivial things I got going on. Tomorrow I'm gonna hang out with a buddy of mine, and I'll probably do a video segment in there too. And then as I go along in my business, if I'm having a moment of struggle, I'll walk you through how I'm planning on overcoming it, if it worked, if it didn't work, where my failures were, where my successes were, and you're going to go on this journey with me, and I think it's going to be an exciting thing. So, till next time, have a good one.